Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. Hope you guys are having a great day today. Today is a beautiful day outside, even though we got a little rain, but it's going to be a great day today, folks. Today is Friday, May 19th, and I hope you guys are getting all ready for the weekend. A lot of good stuff to go out and support local establishments and live entertainment. Good stuff. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com. Give us a call at 847-769-8609 to book a show. We have a lot of good things happening today. We got a great guest on today, folks. Ocean's Pit is here Monday through Friday, 12 o'clock noon. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we usually have guests. Tuesday, I shoot the shit with you folks. And Thursday, my lovely co-host, the lovely Laura Ocean, was with us yesterday. A lot of fun me and my wife had yesterday as my co-host. But today, we got a great guest, folks. Her name is Pamela Police, folks, and she is the director, producer of The Voice That Rocked America, the story of Dick Biondi, folks. It's great. It's going to be happening. The documentary is going to be showing this Sunday, May 21st at the Des Plaines Theater. It's a 1 o'clock, doors open, 2 o'clock show starts, $24 to get in. VIP is $49, folks. And there's going to be some Q&A with Pamela at the theater. It's going to be a lot of fun, and there's going to be a live performance by the Stingrays. I'm going to be playing music of the 50s and 60s, folks, and then they're going to have special appearances, not live, but on the video, of course, of the great Carlo Giammarisi from the Buckinghams, Ronnie Rice, Crying Shames, Ray Graffa Jr. for the New Colony Six, J.C. Hook from the Crying Shames. Some people will be talking about the history of the great Dick Biondi, folks. Dick Biondi, folks, was WCFL for many years. He also worked for WBM, WLS AM and FM, WMAQ. So I'm excited to have Pamela on in about 15 minutes, 10 minutes or so. We're going to be bringing her on. So let's get right to our sponsor. That's Ocean's Pit, brings you Ace Hardware, one of our favorite sponsors, folks. Norwich, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park in Warrenville. They've been buy local and shop local. Take care of Ace Hardware, takes care of all your neighborhood needs, folks. And right now, because spring is in the air, spring is here, summer is right around the corner, you're going to be doing a lot of grilling. If you have an old grill or you're looking for a brand new grill, those Weber's, Napoleon, they have different styles and brands. If you say grill your ace off, folks, you're going to get yourself $20 off any grill purchase. That's Ace Hardware, folks, just by saying grill your ace off. And you know, support. It's a lot of fun, folks. Can't beat that. And Aceware also have great U-Haul rentals. And you're going to need them, folks. And they have a plenty of supply of various outdoor furniture, unique lawn and garden decor, as well as flowers, vegetables, herbs, and plants. A lot of great stuff from Ace Hardware. Buy local, shop local. Remember, Ace Hardware has been helping neighborhoods before they were neighbors. Helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Anyway, so a lot of good things happening today. Let's say hello to some nice people watching today. Albert, Kathy Eppolito, Michelangelo, Ronnie Starr in the house. Let's go see my buddy Ron perform. Great entertainer. Michelangelo, hope you're doing well, brother. Albert from the Ron Onesti organization. So a lot of good stuff. Yesterday, you know what? We didn't do too much yesterday. Yesterday, I sat around. We went to lunch. Me and my buddy Donnie Morrison. We went to Rosario's in Roselle, see Chris, and then Peter at Cousins in Roselle. Also, folks, and we were collecting, we went to a cigar shop in Schaumburg, collecting gift certificates for Mayor Tom Daly's big golf outing coming up this Wednesday. So thank you, Chris, and thank you, Chris from Rosario's, and thank you, Peter from Cousins. It was great going out there and, going to different Schaumburg, different locations to get some gift certificates for the mayor of Schaumburg, Mr. Tom Daly. So Ryan Lewis is in my house, my friend. Wow, what a nice hour. We really needed the rain badly. Dennis, we did, and up in Lake Geneva. Hope you're doing well, Carol. All right, tonight we'll be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse in Schaumburg. That's with Rhino Ryan. It's at 8 o'clock here. Tomorrow we have the main event band. Tony Toto, Danny Raimondi, and the incomparable Lisa P. will be at Villaggio in Roselle. That's a 7:30, quarter to 8 show. And then Sunday we'll be at the Ronald Estes Club Arcada Speakeasy for Sinatra Sunday with the Professor Daryl Amistad and a special appearance by Barb Bailey. It's going to be a lot of fun on Sunday. Patrice, how are you doing, my dear friend? Former Chicago Bear, Honey Bear, in the house today. Stella, how you doing, honey? All right, so you're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Let's get down to another sponsor. Remember, our guest today is Pamela Police, folks. She's the director, producer of the new movie documentary called The Voice That Rocked America, the story of Dick Biondi, coming up in about 10 minutes. So we're excited to see what's going on with that, man. That's looking fun. How about another sponsor, folks? Gorelli Pavement Services. Gorelli knows the curb appeal of your home and business largely affected by concrete and asphalt. Gorelli's here to help you keep your asphalt looking brand new with proper maintenance, which includes seal filling and patching. We also do complete asphalt replacement for residential and commercial lots. Call Barb or Laura at Gorelli Pavement Service, 815-271-5835. Tell them Tony O sent you. They service Illinois, Wisconsin, and Indiana. That's Gorelli Pavement Service. All right. I hope you guys are having a great day. I mean, so much stuff happening, so much to talk about. Crazy stuff. As we always say, it is a nutty day. Absolutely, folks. Happy National Rat Pack Day. You know how much I love the Rat Pack people, and who don't? I mean, let's forget. I mean, remember, the Rat Pack started back in the 50s with Humphrey Bogart. He was the main guy. And then, of course, Frank Sinatra was part of that gang, and David Niven and all the Hollywood celebrities, Lauren Bacall. And Laura Bacall, who's married to Humphrey Bogart at the time, of course, she was out shopping during the afternoon, and she came home, and Humphrey Bogart and Sinatra and everybody were laying out on the floor. They all looked like a bunch of pack rats. And that's where the name Rat Pack came from. Of course, Humphrey Bogart passed away, and Frank Sinatra took over the crown of the king of the Rat Pack, and then brought in, of course, Mr. Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Peter Lawford for the Kennedy connection. Plus, he was an actor, and of course, the great Joey Bishop comic. So that stream of talent and comedians, actors getting together, filming during the day for movies like Robin and the Seven Hoods, Ocean's 11, Sergeants 3, and then, of course, playing the Sands at night and having tomfoolery and fun. And and that's the way with my circle of people that we play with, entertain with, and perform with. We try to do the same thing. We try to support other entertainers when they come to our shows, bring them up and sing some songs, let them know what they're performing. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. That's what it was. Now, some people don't do that. So most of the people, my circle, I'm proud to say that we do. So I'm very happy with that. Yeah, she's going to be coming on in about 5 minutes. Pamela Police talking about the Dick Biondi documentary. She's the producer and director. Sandra, how you doing? Lillian, hope you're doing well. So happy National Rat Pack Day. You got to love it. And what else we got here, folks? Anything good? Oh, happy Jewish Heritage Month for all my Jewish friends out there. God bless you. Jewish Heritage Month. All right. So someone asked me, are you a dog, Tony, or a cat person? Now, if you guys have been watching my show, you guys know that I'm a dog person, but I love animals in general. I love all animals. I love cats, except I'm allergic to them. I had a cat years ago who passed away. It was my wife's cat. And it was she was like his name was Baxter. And he was almost like a dog cat because she didn't act like a cat. She acted like a dog, but of course she went away. But I'm allergic to cats, so I'm a dog person. But I love all animals. God, I would pet a crocodile if I knew it wasn't going to bite me. I would try to pet that crocodile if I knew it wasn't going to bite me, folks. So that's what I am. Yep, Tuesdays, Almost Home Foundation. Thank you for reminding me, Dennis, that, every Tuesday I do walk. I volunteer, folks, at the Almost Home Foundation for Dogs every Tuesday, folks. So they're looking for supplies, volunteers, and funding. Whatever you can give, go to almosthomefoundation.org and please give. Tell them Tony O sent you. It is Friday the 19th. Oh, looks like we're going to have a good weekend, I hope. Memorial Day is next weekend, folks, or Monday, next 2 weeks, whatever, Monday, a couple days. Got the pool opening next week. A lot of fun out there. Very, very cool. FedEx going on strike. The pilots for the FedEx planes are going on strike. They want a pay raise with FedEx going on strike. Seems like a lot of people are doing it. Richard Hamlin, how you doing, buddy? I mean, a happy anniversary to Richard and his lovely wife. God bless you, man. Many years to you guys. Happy anniversary. So FedEx going on strike, so everybody should be going to UPS soon. That's the way it looks like it's going to be going on strike. Remakes. Now, we talk about remakes. Randy G, good afternoon, my buddy. In about 4 or 5 minutes, we're going to bring on Pamela Police, folks. She is the director and producer of the new documentary called The Voice That Rocked America, the documentary, the story of Dick Biondi. She'll be coming on in a couple minutes. She's doing and finishing another radio interview. Anyway, folks, so remakes of movies and TV shows and stories. I talked about this yesterday. There was no originality whatsoever. That girl's okay. Yeah, she's okay. Dean Milano, thank you for sending her my way, my brother. I appreciate that very much. Dean Milano, another great entertainer in the Chicagoland area. Dean, I don't know if you knew this, folks. The New York Friars Club in New York is closing down. They have missed payments for many, many months. They're trying to keep it going, folks. But, I mean, that's how the Chicago Friars Club, the musicians, got together with Ron Onesti, putting that together. We haven't had a meeting in a while, but the New York Friars Club was where Milton Berle, Jack Benny, Bob Hope, they all used to hang. All the comics would go, tell stories, smoke cigars, play cards, drink. Social club. It's been a monument in New York for many, many years, and unfortunately, looks like it's going to close. UPS contract is up soon. Talking about a strike if the New Deal isn't in place. Randy G saying UPS is thinking about going on strike, but FedEx will go on strike. You won't be getting any packages. Yeah, Dean, we should get that going again. Okay, talking about remakes now. Pink Panther. Not the cartoon, which was cool, by the way, but the movie. Peter Sellers. There will never be another Pink Panther. Steve Martin tried not once, but twice. Couldn't see it. No disrespect to Steve Martin. Great actor, but he's not. And Peter Sellers, there will never be another Peter Sellers. They're going to try to do this again, this time with Eddie Murphy as the Pink Panther. Leave the Pink Panther alone. Stop screwing with classics and trying to make them better. I'm sorry. Eddie Murphy, very talented, very funny, but it ain't good. Now, he did a great job with The Nutty Professor. It was a different take. Of course, there's never going to be another Jerry Lewis, and he wasn't too bad with The Nutty Professor. But I don't know what he can do with Peter Sellers as a new trying to be Pink Panther. I'm not sure that Eddie Murphy. Maybe I could be completely wrong, but Eddie Murphy considering in talks about remaking the Pink Panther. Very cool, folks. Remember the time when we were all panicking back in 2020 when there was no toilet paper in stores? Everybody was like, oh, we're out of toilet paper and water and blah. We all freaking out. Wait. You want to talk about panic? Wait till we can't get a police officer in a 911 call or come to your home. Wait till that happens for the horrible stuff that's been going on with police officers. You know, Ocean's Pit, we back the blue. Every show we dedicate to the first responders. Thank you for what they do, the firemen and the nurses and the doctors and the farmers and the military and everybody. And it's just what you guys do. You're panicking. When we were looking for toilet paper. Wait till you can't find a police officer. That's going to be some scary shit, folks. It really is. Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Let's get some, while we're waiting for our guest, Pamela Police, to come on, folks. She'll be coming on any minute now. She is the director and producer of the new documentary called The Voice That Rocked America. This Dick Biondi story should be coming on very shortly after her radio interview with another station. Let's thank our other sponsors, folks. Roy McCampbell, attorney at law, for your lawyering need. If you need a lawyer, folks, honest and gets the job done, call Roy McCampbell at 708-275-4264. Tell him Tony O sent you. Don't forget Laura Ocean Solutions. increasing profits while reducing credit card fees. You'll never have to shop again with Laura Ocean Solutions. And let's not forget Deutsch Power Center out of Elgin, Illinois, folks, servicing the construction and diesel industry in Chicago for the last 100 years. That's Deutsch Power Center, 224-276-6550. Let us show about big things Monday through Friday. And again, thank you all for the people that's sending me stories and everything that you guys do. I really do. I'm so excited about all this stuff, and it's great. Really appreciate it. All right, we were talking about, we got St. Louis watching. We have New York. We have New Jersey. Our friends from California, Santa Barbara. We got Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. How are you doing, Mary? Mary, we got Mary Turk. How you doing on some art classics that should not be touched? You're right. Remaking the Pink Panther is not a great idea, folks. I'm sorry. I don't care who it is. Now, if you were to remake it and try to, you know how they're doing, bringing these actors who passed away, bringing them into and trying to make these new movies, I don't know. Eddie Murphy as the Pink Panther, for me, it ain't going to work. That's just me. We have Oconomowoc, Wisconsin watching as well. The General is in the house. New York City. New York City. I love New York City. New York. So, you know what it is. All right. She is here. She bounced up. She's done with her other radio interview, folks. So without any further, I don't want to keep this lovely lady waiting, folks. Her name is Pamela Police, folks. She is the director, producer of the brand new documentary called The Voice That Rocked America. And there's only one man that you can put with that title, the Dick Biondi story, folks, happening at the Des Plaines Theater this Sunday, May 21st, 2 o'clock. Doors open at 1, 2 o'clock show in the afternoon, $24 to get you in the door, $49 for VIP, folks. It's going to be a live music by the Stingrays, playing music in the 50s and 60s. And there's going to be a Q&A with Pamela talking about Dick Biondi, folks. Now, they're going to have some appearances on film by the great Carl Buckingham's, our good buddy Roddy Rice, Crying Shames, Ray Graffa Jr. from the New Colony 6, and JC the Hook. Also, a lot of people will be on there, so I'm very excited about that. So it's going to be a lot of fun, folks. All right, so without any further ado, let's bring on director, producer of The Voice That Rocked America, the Nick Biondi story. Let's give it over to Pamela Police. Pamela, how are you doing, my friend?
I am so excited. Thank you for having me on.
Let me ask you, your voice has got to be really tired now. I mean, I don't know how many radio and stuff you're doing to get this show going, but I'm excited. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great. I really am. I'm so excited. I'm probably pinching myself about now because, you know, I've been working on this thing for lots of years, many years.
Pamela, let's start. Where were you born, my friend?
I was born in the western suburbs, Villa Park. Villa Park. I grew up in Villa Park. That was, of course, after I lived in Australia. We moved to Australia for 5 years because my mom's an Australian war bride.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
My mom and dad met during World War II in the South Pacific. And then we lived there for 5 years. And I actually grew up in Australia for, until I was 7 years old. And then we came to America in 1955 when rock and roll was just beginning. And I remember it very well. And so I'm kind of a rock and roll baby, as of course we all are. But
yeah. So, yeah. Pamela, you come from a big family?
I have 3 siblings, a sister and 2 brothers.
So you were into loving music. You heard on the radio up as a kid? What was it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The radio was always going. Back in those days, radio was it. I mean, that's what we lived by. And our parents, of course, they loved it. And they always had the radio going in the kitchen in my house. And my mother would dance around the kitchen listening to Bobby Darin and all these, whoever was on the radio, we were listening to. But we never had our own radio station, back before May 2nd, 1960. If you were a teenager in Chicago, it was pretty hard to find rock and roll, on the radio.
On the radio.
On WIND and WJJD had some on. But on May 2nd, 1960, and I remember I remember the day. I tuned into the WLS Prairie Farmer to listen to the farm report, and
There
I
you
heard
go.
rock and roll music. I was like, "What?" And sure enough, it was the Prairie Farmer had switched overnight to a new top 40 radio station, WLS AM radio, and it was unbelievable. And that night, I heard Dick Biondi, and I fell in love with that voice. And
I mean, you gotta love it. The Screamer, yeah. I mean, originally from Buffalo, he was. There's a lot of stuff about Dick Biondi. They say he was the first DJ to play the Beatles, if I'm correct here.
yeah,
WLS in 1963 played "Please, Please, Please," "Please,
that's
Please Me"
right.
by the Beatles. WLS 890 AM, bringing in the Beatles. Do you remember what it was like when you seen the Beatles? I mean, I was born in '62, so I didn't. I was still young when the Beatles came, but boy, did they take everything by storm when these guys hit. I mean, unbelievable what they. Now it's funny because the Rolling Stones were in America a year before, but it didn't get the right kick until the Beatles
Well,
got it going.
yeah. Oh, okay. Well, when Dick played that record at WLS, and the reason he played it, he had the opportunity to play it was because VJ Records, right here in Chicago, was their label. Because nobody wanted to, the Beatles. I mean, who's that? Nobody knew. So anyway, Capitol didn't want to pick them up, so VJ did. So VJ walked that record over to Dick, as they did a lot of their records. Frankie Valli was on that label.
Sure,
Duke
sure.
of World, Gene Chandler was on that. A lot of people. And so he walked this record over and he said, "Would you like to play it?" And Dick took a listen and he said, "Yeah, I'll play it. Sure." He liked it. So anyway, this is in the movie, by the way, the whole story. And the fellow's name was Ewart Abner from VJ. So
Okay.
Dick played the record. It didn't really go over too good. And he kept playing it though. And he got it on the survey, the WLS Silver Dollar survey. And a couple weeks later, it was gone. So Dick took that record out to LA when he got fired from WLS. And that was at KRLA radio. And he played it again. He tried again.
Try it
Nobody
again.
wanted to hear it. They said, "Let's play the Beach Boys." They weren't ready for that.
Right. They weren't ready. America wasn't ready for the Beatles. I mean,
No,
compare
they
all the
weren't.
people that seen them on Ed Sullivan. Dick Biondi also introduced the Beatles live. He also did the Rolling Stones at the Hollywood Bowl, which was very, very cool. Is it true that Dick Biondi got fired 23 times? 23
25.
times he was fired.
I'm proud of it.
And proud of it. Pamela, why Dick Biondi? Because he was the first voice. Is that what did it for you? And
Well,
go ahead.
I was just a huge fan, and back in those days, I guess you'd say I was a very self-conscious, like I would never do this. I would never do a radio show. Are you kidding me? I was very shy, not sure of myself. And I fell in love with Dick. So when I saw him over at a local shopping center and I actually got to meet him and talk to him, he was just so kind and gracious and made everybody feel so special. And I said, gosh, I want to be part of his world. So I started a fan club for him. And it was a little grassroots fan club out in the western suburbs. And I used to go downtown to the WLS studios and I would see him on Saturdays. All the DJs would come out. And that was a
Right.
big deal. And Dick was everybody wanted a piece of Dick, of course. He was the most
Sure,
popular.
sure.
But I started writing a newsletter. I started letting people know Dick was going to be over here at this sock hop and,
Right, right.
his personal appearances. And it just went from there. I ended up getting to know him very well. And I've known him all my life.
I mean, he started with WLS AM and FM, WBBM. He did WCFL, WMAQ. What would you think his highlight was of all those radio stations?
It was WLS AM.
AM.
But those are the days that meant the most to Dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
You know why? Probably,
yes.
well, they were starting a new radio station and he became the hottest thing. I mean, everybody loved Biondi. Everybody listened. And he became so popular that, that 50,000 watt cable station, transmitter, whatever you call it,
Sure.
went all the way across the country. It was a clear channel. And around the world, it actually bounced all over the place. And so he was known up in Canada. That's how Paul Schaefer got wind of him. And he's a huge fan. He's in my movie.
Sure.
And So anyway, Dick became so popular, he was voted #1 DJ in America 2 years in a row. That's why I named the film that title,
The
The Voice
voice that
That Rocked
rocked America. Absolutely. We have Pamela Police, folks, the director, producer of The Voice That Rocked America, the Dick Biondi story. It's going to happen this Sunday, the 21st of May at the Des Plaines Theater. Pamela, what do people get? I know we're going to see the movie. They're going to see highlights. They're going to see the Stingrays playing live. They're going to see live footage of a lot of those great Chicago stars talking about the great Dick Biondi. What else are they going to be able to see? Look at that. Okay, fantastic.
Can you
I
read that?
love it.
I mean, it looks backwards to me, but can you read it?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does look
Okay.
backwards. Yes.
Oh, it does. Okay. Well, that's too bad. Anyway,
Did you get a? Did you get a lot? Obviously, you got no problem. Everybody wanted to help get this film done. Did you
oh
talk
my
to any of
God.
the Dick Biondi's family to give you support and all this?
Well, I mean, Dick authorized the film. He gave me permission to do it. I asked him. So
Okay,
yes, he's definitely, and he even gave me a quote, which I'm going to let people know what he said about the movie after. So yeah, it's authorized. But the day of the event, we're going to have the Stingrays playing a little bit of 50s, 60s music before the show. Not long, just a little sweetening set. And then we're
okay.
going to play the movie, which runs a little over an hour. And then afterwards, we're going to have some special guests come out. Carl Giammarisi from the Buckinghams, Ray Graffia Jr. and Ronnie Rice from the New Colony Six, and Jim Pilster from the Crying Shames.
Yeah, the Hook,
Come
JC the
out
Hook. Yeah,
with Ron Onesti, of course, and my director of marketing, communications and marketing, Joe Farina. I don't know if you know Joe, but he's coming out. And we're going to auction off a guitar that's been signed by these gentlemen. And
very, very cool.
so they're going to be there. And then I'm going to do a Q&A afterwards. Yeah. So I'm excited.
I'm excited too. I mean, it's good that I mean, you know what? You don't get those DJs anymore like they did at the time in the '60s, '70s. The Larry Lujaks, the Bob Surratts, all these great, crazy, and they were great. And everybody looked and listened to them because at that particular time, if Dick Biondi says this is the song to play, people would go out and buy that song because Dick Biondi said so. Or if Larry Lujak or Bob Surratt, all those people used to say that's how we got our music.
That's
You know,
right.
which is
And
fantastic.
that's why all these guys that I just mentioned, Carl and Ray and Ronnie and Jim Pilster, are in my film with Jim Peterick, who unfortunately couldn't be there because he's out of the country.
Sure.
But all those guys, and Walt Perzader from the band Chicago is in my film, and they all absolutely love Dick Biondi.
Sure.
And Tom Duty from the Crying Shames is also in there too. There's a bunch of people, but
you got the best of the best actually talking about the great Dick Biondi, and you got to love that.
I
Do you
do.
think?
They
Why do
love
you think
this guy.
Pamela? Why do you think he was fired 23 times?
Well, he was a hot-headed Italian, and he said he blew his top a few times. And you always with the management, the boss. It's always the boss.
Always
And you know why? Because he was always looking out for his listeners. That's who he cared about. And he always felt like, you know, if he can't do his show the way he wanted to do it, the way he knew he could do it, the way the kids loved, he got so frustrated, you know, and we get in little arguments sometimes with the management over that. And there's other reasons, of course, you know, and being in the radio business, you get a new manager coming in, a new promotion guy, and he decides he wants somebody else.
And they want to change the format. And you know what? The
Exactly.
format's working and everybody's following. What's the,
I know.
it's broke, right? Exactly. Dick Biondi, I'd like to die with a pair of headphones on. That was one of his quotes, the great
Yeah.
Dick Biondi. And May 1st of 2010, former Governor Pat Quinn named Dick Biondi Day. Do they still honor that now?
No, that was just a one-day thing that I know of.
But they should do it. They should keep it going.
They do.
Yeah.
They did name a street after him, Biondi Way, which is right by the old WLS Studios up on Wacker and Michigan, because that's the Stone Container Building it used to be called. That's where the WLS Studios were located. So in an alley behind there's a little sign called Biondi Way.
Unbelievable. I mean, to be able to, I mean, 6 decades of being on the air are just unbelievable.
Oh
Pamela,
yeah.
what do you think Dick Biondi would be saying right now if he was still alive with the music and the way things are going right now? You had a chance. When did Dick pass away?
Dick hasn't passed away.
Oh, he's still alive. Okay, so
No.
what does he think about what's going on?
Well, I can't speak for Dick, but
Yeah,
Dick knows me. Dick had an ear for music. I mean, Frankie Valli says in the movie, Dick had great ears, and he knew how to pick a hit. And I don't know, the music changes all the time, and just because we don't like it doesn't mean it's not great music. And I'm no authority, but I'll leave that up to Dick.
absolutely. Well, we're excited. I wish you a lot of success with that. It's going to be this Sunday, May 21st at the Displays Theater, oshows.com to get your tickets. $24 to get in, VIP 49. What do people get with the VIP if they get the
Well,
VIP?
that's the balcony seats, and they're supposed to be the best in the house.
That
We're
is
watching
true.
a movie.
That's going to be a lot of fun, folks.
So
I'm just
let me
excited
just,
for you. And
let me just mention, Tony, this is
yeah,
the very first public screening of this film.
this is the first one. Was
First
there
one.
where are you going after this, Pamela? Anywhere else you're going to try to
Yeah,
take this
I'm
to?
going to Indiana, Hobart, Indiana. I'm having one at the Hobart Arts Theater on June
Beautiful
25th.
theater.
And I'm
Okay.
also going to be up at the Acorn Theater in Three Oaks, Michigan on
Oh,
July 9th.
and that's well, he was originally from Buffalo, right? So you're going to go up that way, kind
He's
of.
actually originally from a little town called Endicott, upper state New York.
Okay.
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
was big in Buffalo. In fact, he was in Buffalo before he got fired and came to WLS. And there's a
Yeah.
great story in the movie about that one.
Well, that's why you know what. That's why we can't tell this. We want you guys to see the movie, and that's why. Will this be out? Are you going to put it on any social media format where people can purchase this thing if they don't get to see the concert?
Eventually,
Yeah.
because here's the thing, the reason we're having this public screening is because several public screenings is I'm trying to raise the finishing funds. I've got the movie done. I just need to get it all completely licensed and polished up for broadcast. They have all these regulations about
Sure.
what you need to do. And it costs a lot of money. So we're not quite there with to get it released nationally, but my goal is to get it released this year. So if anybody out there that wants to partner with me, I'd absolutely love it.
Yeah. Why don't you give them your email address or how they can get a hold of you?
Pam at dickbiondifilm.com. Yeah,
And
I'm available.
Pam, we were mentioning this before when we were off the air. If they were going to make a Dick Biondi movie, who would you say can play Dick
Oh,
Biondi? Anybody in mind?
he'd have to be skinny as a rail and talk a mile a minute.
Uh-huh.
And there's just no, Biondi's unique. There's nobody like Biondi.
No, that's
That voice. I mean,
yeah.
there's only one voice like Biondi.
Only one voice like that. And of course, thank God we had him for the memories. Thank God you're putting all this film together. Pamela Police, thank you so much. You have the voice that rocked America, folks. The documentary story of the Dick Biondi story. This Sunday, May 21st, Displays Theater. You know anything Ron Onesti does, folks, is always going to be top class. And it's going to be fantastic.
All ages.
All ages, which is great. Maybe some of the youngsters should get in there and try to realize and see what music was really like and radio was really like. When you got to call in.
Lesson. It really is a history lesson. Seriously.
It really is. And you can, the day that you be able to call in and say, hey, can I play, can you request this song? And boom, boom, boom. And this goes out to Jimmy or whatever the hell it is. It's fantastic.
Those were the days.
You got it.
It's a very nostalgic film. It's a feel-good film, and people get all teary-eyed and warm and fuzzy, and I love it.
Well, I noticed that people love the old nostalgia movies, TV shows. I mean, that's all. The new stuff they got out now, I just can't watch. And I don't know what it is. So I'm so happy for you. And you got some great entertainers there talking about legends all themselves in the Chicagoland area, of course. Well, Carl Jeremisi, Ronnie Rice, Ray Graffia Jr., the J.C. Hook. It's going to be great. Ron Onesti, of course. Anyway, Pamela, thank you for your time. And I wish you the best of luck with this, man. One more time. It's going to be The Voice That Rocked America, Dick Biondi story this Sunday, May 21st, Displays Theater. You got to love it, man. Get your tickets and go out and support local establishments and local entertainers, authors, producers, directors, just like us. Do what you got to do. Pamela, keep doing it. Hey, wait. I forgot to ask you, what's next? after Dick
Oh,
Biondi's story in
I
your
actually
anything
just
else?
got an offer to do something, but it's, you know what? We'll see what happens. I'm open.
Well, wait a minute. Let's just. I got you on. Let's. I got you. What was Dreaming Mimi about?
Well,
20.
that was my first video production business that I started when I came into this business late.
Okay.
I was, geez, 2003. So
Okay.
that was my first video production business, and then I ended up when I retired, I actually started Real Stories Productions, and I thought I was just gonna, do fun little memoirs for people and things like because I love interviewing people.
Sure.
And then this project came along, it just sort of jumped on my lap, and I had to go with it. So
And you're also involved with the Big Brothers and Sisters organization still?
I'm not right now. This was in
Okay.
Indiana when I moved there.
Okay. I'm just trying to
But
look at some of
I'm
the.
a member of the IAET now.
Oh, so now you're a full member, and you got the.
Italian American, yeah.
You got the scholar. You got they swore you in, right? So now
They
you're a
pull me
member.
in, yeah.
There you go,
My
Pamela.
friend Vito.
Yeah. Anything else you want to promote or anything?
Let me think. Oh, well, I just want to show you something fun.
Yeah.
You see that sweater?
Yes.
Is that a wild, crazy sweater or what?
Absolutely.
Well,
Absolutely.
when I was a kid, I saw that in the community discount store. And I said, that looks like a sweater that was made for Dick Biondi. So I conned my sister and my best friend into chipping in our allowances. And my sister's like, I don't want to buy a stupid sweater. I'm like, come on, we got to buy this for Dick. And sure enough, my mother, when she saw it, she said, oh my God, he's not going to wear that. Well, guess what? He loved it.
He loved it and he wore it. That's unbelievable. Now looking at that picture again, almost looks like a young Gary Lewis from Gary Lewis and the Playboys.
Yeah,
Dick
you're
Beyond.
right.
Looks a little like Gary Lewis there. There you go. So he must have been very happy when he got that sweater.
He
That's
loved
pretty
it.
cool to do that.
He even wore it on the Jim Lounsbury show.
Very,
I
very
remember
cool.
I taped it.
Ah, that's fantastic. Pam, I'm
Yeah,
sure you got so
thanks
many
for
great
that.
stories. And guys, you're going to hear all these incredible stories this Sunday, May 21st at the Des Plaines Theater. Pamela, thank you for your time. I know you're very busy. Keep pushing it and keep doing it. We're excited to see whatever other projects you might come up with, but just keeping what you're doing. Thank you so
Well,
much.
thank you, Tony, so much. It's really been a pleasure.
God bless you. Have a great day.
Mwah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pam, you got to love it. Pamela Police, everybody. She's the director and producer of The Voice That Rocked America, folks. The Dick Biondi story this Sunday, May 21st at the Des Plaines Theater. You got to get tickets at oshows.com. Like I said, anything that Ron Onesti does turns to gold. And what I love about Ron, and since you guys know Ron has been with me for many, many years, he likes creating stuff that other people aren't doing. He will do. I remember one time he took like the daughter of Frank Sinatra, the daughter of Tony Bennett, the daughter, and make concerts out of it. He takes a concept and he tries to do different things than just having concerts come up. And he loves supporting all types of entertainment, and that's what Ron Onesti does at the beautiful Des Plaines Theater and the beautiful Arcata Theater as well. And of course, all the summer festivals that he does. But you need to go out and check that out. I mean, who doesn't love rock and roll, baby? He was the screamer, Dick Biondi. I mean, those legends are gone. They're gone. And Casey Kasem's and the Dick Biondis and the Larry Lujaks and the Bob Surratts, they're gone. Even if the Steve Dawes are gone, and they're just not there. And they're not going to be there again anymore. The way these new programming now, they're done. Whatever the producers, the producers of these new radio stations say, whatever it's going to be, you can't say anything on your own. You can't play what you want. It's got to be liked by the CEO. It's got to be liked by the producers. It's almost like now when you watch mainstream media, different channels, whether you're a Fox or CNN, whatever. It seems like back in the day, it was just like radio. Those guys were able to talk about whatever they wanted to talk about, whatever topic they believed in, whatever topic they wanted to push. But now these days, no matter what the CEO and what the sponsors going to tell you to talk about, that's what you're going to talk about. It's just not like from the heart that used to be. And that's why we have all these independent little shows like this. This show started in 2020. We won the Josie Award in Nashville, Tennessee for the internet show. And it just, this is our only outlets now, are these people coming out with these little podcasts and stuff like that to talk about history, to talk about old movies, to talk about great music, and they just don't have it no more. I mean, they still have the oldies stations, but they just play, push the button and just keep playing the stuff over. There's nobody like a Dick Biondi to say something, or a Larry Lujak or a Bob Surratt and stuff like that. So it's sad, and of course the younger generation have no clue. And I don't think it's never, ever going to come back again. Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, folks. Let's get to some other sponsors if we can. Let's not forget our good friends from Don Esteban Cigars out of Tarpon Springs, Florida, folks. Hand-rolled cigars delivered right to your home. Call Javier at 727-366-7536. How about Trico Hair Experts out of our good buddies from Trico Hair Experts out of Rosemont, Illinois, 773-999-7888. Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. We are trying to see some of the comments coming in. For some odd reason, I'm not seeing them today, folks. So if I don't answer your whatchamacallits, we seem to have a problem on this side of the computer. Anyway, it's just love. And I guess what I mean, guys, I just love the old movies and the old stories. And that's what it's all about. It's very, very important. A lot of people have the wrong idea about me, whether you watch the show, whether you like the show, whatever it is. And I have no desire to clear anything up about our show or our personality and what we talk about. And, you can't talk about this. You can't talk about that. Everybody gets offended. Everybody's got something up their ass. You just can't understand. It's just a talk show to have a little fun. For a lunchtime hour, just to get past the hour to have a little fun. And you know what? If you don't like it, you turn over or whatever it is. I don't know what to tell you. I keep trying. National Pizza Day, folks, for all you pizza lovers out there. Hey, they've just named the top 10 greatest cities in the world to have parties in. The best top 10 cities in the world to have parties in. Amsterdam comes in at number 10. Tokyo comes in at number 9. Barcelona comes in at number 8. Mykonos, of course, the Greece, comes in at number 7. Las Vegas, Nevada comes in at 6. Bangkok comes in at 5. New Orleans comes in at 4. Berlin comes in at 3. Rio de Janeiro comes in at 2. And Ibiza comes in at number 1. The best cities in the world to party in, folks. I've been in a few of them, and there's no rules in some of these cities when they have these crazy parties. That's for sure, folks. Anyway, I hope you're having a good time. And if you didn't get a chance, we had the great Pamela Palaison, folks, director, producer of The Voice That Rocked America. The Dick Biondi story. It was so nice of her to come on. Thank you, Dean Milano, for hooking up that interview. He suggested that she reaches out to me, and she did, and for her time. And she's doing a lot of stuff, promoting great stuff. Ocean's Pit, let's forget now. You know what's happening, folks? January 7th through January 14th, 2024. Tony Ocean and the Main Event Band, Tony Toto, Danny Ramundi will be on along with Mojo's Jukebox, my other rock band, who just opened for Chicago in Iowa, and Seventh Heaven. Captain Richie, of course, the guy that putting it all together. Seventh Heaven has been doing this cruise for I don't know how many years. Chicago Music Cruise. Folks, it's going to be fantastic. Live entertainment, a lot of fun. We're going to start off in Florida, Orlando, go to Coca Cay, Bahamas, a private island. Of course, St. Thomas and St. Martin. It's the Wonders of the Sea, the Royal Caribbean Cruise Line. It's going to be fun. 7-night Eastern Caribbean cruise. I'm excited. We've got a lot of beds that have been sold. So please join us on that cruise if you feel like getting out of the cold here in January in Chicago. Place to be there, folks. All right, let's get down to some more stories if we can. My prayers go out to Rosa. Of course, Felisa and Rosa, she have a little operation today, so I hope it all goes well, my dear friend. Happy 1-year anniversary to our son, Tony and Angela. God bless you. One happy year together. We're going to see them tonight at Chicago Prime Steakhouse. They're coming out to see for celebrating for their 1-year anniversary. Very, very cool. And also safe journeys to our daughter, Gianna, who just left for a little 7-hour trip. So, honey, I know you're up there on the road. Be careful driving. And we love you for that. All right. We talked about yesterday, folks, that Montana, the state of Montana, has banned TikTok. Looks like Louisiana might be doing it next. I don't even know how that's possible to do. I'm not a big TikTok fan. I think a lot of the crazy shit that's going on in this world, I mean, me and my wife talked about it yesterday. I mean, TikTok has some good things on it, just like social media. We need it. We need social media, folks. That's how you're watching me. That's how we promote our shows. That's how people promote products and whatever it is. But sometimes TikTok goes a little on the outside. And I think some of the crazy shit in this world, the kids these days are learning from TikTok. I mean, some people want to be cats, dogs. Like I said, I want to be a carton of milk. Can I become a carton of milk? I mean, I don't know, but they're banning TikTok. Montana is going to do it. I don't know if any of the other states will jump on the wagon to do that, but it's going to be very interesting, folks. Our pastor, Sal Palmari, passed away. He was the man who invented radio for the Italians in America, bought an Italian radio for the very first time, American music. So our prayers go out to the Palmari family, folks. And yesterday, folks, ABC announced that the Oscar Mayer Wiener will no be called the Oscar Mayer Wiener anymore. I mentioned it yesterday. I got to mention it again because I can't believe now. It's just, I mean, it's tradition when you used to see the Oscar Mayer, the car, the hot dog bun with the big hot dog. I wish I was an Oscar Mayer Wiener. Of course, now it's going to be called a Frank Wiener. I mean, what is so special about a Frank Wiener? What is the reason, folks? It's got to be something called woke. I'm sure somebody got pissed off and now they don't want to do the wiener anymore. So that's another history being taken away, another tradition being taken away, just getting things more and more crazy as it is. Richard and Tracy Hamlin, happy anniversary, guys. God bless you. Hope you have an incredible day, folks. All right, folks. Speaking of Chicago rock and roll, and how about the Illinois Rock and Roll Museum? Of course, they induct people into the museum. Ron Romero, folks, does an incredible job. Tim Seaton, Jimmy Sikoris, everybody putting stuff together. Now, they announced some of the people that are going to be inducted into the museum, the Illinois Rock and Roll Museum, coming up on September 17th of this year. This is in downtown Joliet, right off of Route 66. Earth, Wind, and Fire will be inducted into the Rock and Roll Museum. The Crying Shames, Jimmy Sands and Shadows of the Night, the great Nat King Cole, Miles Davis, Bob Surratt will be the host. Bob Surratt will also be put into the museum. Bob Surratt, a songwriter, John Prine will be in there, folks. The Loop. It's going to be Alligator Records as well will be honored for the Rock and Roll Museum in Joliet on September 17th. That should be interesting, folks. What a great concept to do this for the great music that come out of Illinois and Chicago. So many great entertainers. And Ron Romero is doing an incredible job putting that all together, folks. We talked yesterday about, remember the great TV show Cheers? Woody Harrelson, Christy Alley, Ted Danson, of course. A great TV show filmed in Boston, the bar, Everybody Knows Your Name. Well, there's another landmark that's going away. Just like we were just talking about, the New York Friars Club is leaving, folks. And now it looks like the bar, you can buy the bar, the Cheers bar. The actual Cheers bar you can actually buy. It's now in Dallas, Texas. You can buy it and it's up on open auction. And I can't believe how little they're asking. They're asking for only $100,000. Nobody wants this bar, the old Cheers. Why don't they make it a Cheers Museum and a bar or whatever? I don't know. $100,000 if you're interested. Interesting stuff, folks. We got birthdays and we got plenty of them. My good friend Penny Chelios. Happy birthday, Penny. Of course, her brother was Chelios from the Chicago Blackhawks. Penny, have a great day, my dear friend. Tony Parker from the basketball San Antonio Spurs turns 41 years old. I've been watching Tony Parker for years. You always think that they're like 40 or 30 at that age. I don't know how old when they won the championships. Anyway, Tony Parker celebrates a birthday. Scott Schwartz, who played the Christmas Story, was also in the movie The Toy with Richard Pryor, celebrates a birthday. Yvonne Craig, folks, the only Batgirl I know from the Batman TV series, 1966 with Adam West and Burt Ward. Yvonne Craig played Batgirl. Bob Saget, great comic, of course, 67 years old. Trent Reznor from Nine Inch Nails celebrates a birthday. The great actor Dennis Hopper celebrates a birthday today. Wang Wing from WWF. I know us wrestlers out there, Richard, a lot of people love wrestling, turns 42 years old today. My friend Shannon from Mars, Rebecca Madon's daughter. Shannon, happy birthday up at Mars. Hope you're doing well. Donnie Biaggi, Donnie Drama, my buddy from New York, Connecticut. Happy birthday to my buddy Donnie. Was on the show a couple weeks ago. Donnie, I hope to see you soon, my good friend. And two members of my Mojo's Jukebox Rock Band, Andy Batney, folks, our keyboard player, accordion, and the great Mike Restivo, celebrating birthdays today. Gentlemen, have a great birthday. And of course, we had 2 weeks ago was Ron Onesti's birthday. Yesterday was Richie Onesti's birthday. Today is their little sister, Vicky Onesti. Vicky Onesti Warren. Happy birthday, Vicky, out there. God bless you. Have an incredible day. From the Kansas City Royals, former Kansas City Royals, George Brett celebrates a birthday. Boxing champ Sugar Ray Robinson turned 67 years old today. Uncle Frank Caruso. Uncle Frank was part of the Gillies organization who passed away many years ago. Uncle Frank up in heaven. Happy birthday. George Strait, one of my favorite country artists, the great George Strait, celebrates a birthday today, folks. All right, Ocean's Pit. We got some shows coming up. Ocean's Rat Pack will be at the Alley Carnival Restaurant next Wednesday, the 24th of May. The Carnival is like a Circus Olay restaurant. It's on Fulton Market, downtown Chicago. They have a brand new speakeasy. Bill Maravich does an incredible job putting that together. Ocean's Rat Pack will be there this Wednesday. Next Thursday, we'll be at Positano's in Oak Brook with Jerry Jams and Lisa P. And then the 27th of May, two shows. Early afternoon show will be at Belmont, Sheffield with Mojo's Jukebox outside concert. And later on that evening, we'll be at Caverna on Division in Melrose Park. And then we're going to Lake Geneva on the 28th of May. Memorial Day weekend, we'll be at the Thirsty Parrot. Jerry Jams and Tony Toto, 1 o'clock in the afternoon till 5 outside Lake Geneva. You can't beat that, folks. And let's just go 2 more dates. June 3rd, we'll be at the Vixen Theater in McHenry with Ocean's Rat Pack. And June 4th, I'll be opening up for the Grassroots Elk Grove Car Show, Tony Ocean and the Main Event Band, and the Grassroots in my hometown of Elk Grove. A lot of good stuff, folks. I went into Target yesterday, and they got, a lot of people are going crazy now with everything that's happening in this world. Now they have a section for clothes now. Transgenders now have a section for clothes in Target. And there were some people out there balking. I didn't notice until I seen the signs. There were some people saying, don't do this, don't do that. I don't know, folks. It's to each his own. And the only thing that I talk about on this show is don't push stuff on little kids yet. Let these kids grow up and make their own decision as they become older and understand what's going on in this crazy world as it is. It's just nuts. Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. How about Armando's Supermarkets? 925 Liberty Street in Elgin, Illinois. Buy local, shop local. Danny Mazzi says so, baby. Tell him Tony O sent you. And Michael and Gigi from Crash Champions Collision Auto Repair. For all your collision auto repair needs, go to crashchampions.com. Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. And it is big things because you people watch it and keep us going every day. And we really, really do appreciate that very much, folks. All right, what do we got? We got about 5 minutes left of stuff, so let's get to see what we got here. Anything new? All right. Did you ever realize, folks, Nick Nitty sent this in, a good friend, Nick. Thank you, Nick. Did you ever realize that when you're sitting on the toilet at 11:59 p.m., folks, After the clock strikes 12 midnight, it's the same shit, just different day. And Nikki, thank you for sending that. You guys send me some great stuff. Another birthday, Pete Townsend from The who are coming back again for another farewell tour. Pete Townsend celebrates a birthday today, folks. Congratulations to Vinny Videa, folks. He is the son of Jennifer and Greg from Taverna. Graduated high school for the last time. Wish you guys the best. Vinny, congratulations. If you, speaking of Target, folks, and you guys out there who love candles, there is a candle out there called the Crackling Wood Wick. And these are all Target stores. They've already had 100 different incidents where people were left injured. It's a coconut honey candle. They're being recalled because these candles are exploding and making damages when you're buying them in your home, starting fires. People are getting hurt. So be careful if you're buying a coconut honey candle, Kraken Wood Wick from Target. These have all been recalled. So if you bought one of those, you might want to look into that and see what's going on with that. Olivia Harrison, the former widow, of course, the widow of the great George Harrison. It's birthday today, too, Olivia Harrison. And another, we just talked about the Friars Club that's going to, up in New York, that's going to be closed and gone. And we're just talking about Cheers, the bar. That's up for auction. Another landmark is going down, folks, by 2025, which is another year from now. For all you Las Vegas people who go to Las Vegas and love the history of the old Las Vegas, the Tropicana is looking to be demolished by the end of 2025, and they're going to put a baseball field, a ballpark in Las Vegas, and they're removing another historical hotel. The Tropicana, again, will be demolished. Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, folks. We are coming to the end of the hour and the end of the weekend. I hope you guys are ready for a great weekend. Let's thank our last two sponsors, of course, Dave Antonelli at Patriot Funding Incorporated, folks. Money lending at its finest. Call Dave Antonelli at 630-675-4730 when timing is everything. And don't forget, folks, our good buddies from Ace Hardware, buy local, shop local, Norwich, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, and Warrenville. They're looking to spice up your food and grill. Check out all their spices, rubs, sauces, add flavor to your barbecue feast. How about tuning up your lawnmower? $105 plus parts. They're your neighborhood powerhouse. Download the Ace Rewards app. Easy way to keep track of your points, coupons, and special offers. That's Ace Hardware. Buy local, shop local. They've been helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. That's Ace Hardware, folks. We are coming to the end of the hour. I need to again thank Pamela Palice, folks. She is the director, producer of the new documentary, The Voice That Rocked America. Of course, the Dick Biondi story happening this Sunday at the Des Plaines Theater in Des Plaines. It's a 1 o'clock doors open, 2 o'clock show. It's going to be great. $24 get you in the door, $49 for VIP seats. oshows.com for your tickets, folks. The Stingrays will be doing a little short set of 50s and 60s music. And then the great Ronnie Rice and Carl Jeremisi and so many more will be talking about the great Dick Biondi. Thank you, Pamela, for being our guest today. I want you guys to have an incredible weekend. Tonight we'll be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse in Schaumburg, 8 o'clock. Tomorrow, Bellagio in Roselle, 7:30. And Sunday we'll be at the Ron Onesti's Club Arcada Speakeasy in St. Charles on Sunday. 4 o'clock showtime. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, and give us a call at 847-769-8609. Guys, go out and support local establishments, live entertainment, and the great words of Ringo Starr, peace and love. Have an incredible weekend, everybody. God bless you. We'll see you back here Monday, Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Peace and love, everybody. Nick Sahaj is the piano man. Take us out.
Time to go, it's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
I don't know, folks.